we're going to create our first Dojo widget. Now, if you're using Visual Studio Code, I highly recommend that you install the Dojo Snippets into your Visual Studio Code that you can use for your own apps. They're really useful. There's a full list of snippets available down here, and there's even some available for creating widgets and things for like routing and so on. So first off, let's go ahead and add a widget folder to our application. So new folder, I'll call it widgets. And at this point, you can go ahead and just add a base widget. So we're going to go ahead and put an agenda widget in here. And this agenda widget is just going to go ahead and list out some items for us on our page. So in my widget, I'm going to go ahead and use the Dojo Snippets. So D widget, so I'll go ahead and create a Dojo widget. And you'll notice right off the bat, the first thing it does, it's going to go ahead and import the create module and the TSX module from Dojo Framework Core VDOM. The TSX module just needs to be there for when the TypeScript compiles, and that's going to get used to create the virtual DOM in our application. The other interesting bit here is going to be this create function. The create function is actually going to create another function that you can use to create your widgets, and this is what is going to render your widgets. So you can call it factories, the default, if you use the snippets. Sometimes I like to go ahead and call it render, because that's essentially what it is. It's a render factory function. And it's usually a good practice to go ahead and create a named function that you can use in the factory. And this is useful if you end up getting errors, so you can check it in the stack trace of your application. So I'm going to go ahead and return a div. And this div is going to have h2. In my h2, I want to create a party agenda because everyone likes to party. So let's go ahead and create our list. It's going to be an unordered list. The first item is going to be, oops, that's not what I wanted. So the first item, of course, is going to be 1, start the party. All right, so let's go ahead and save that. Now to consume that, I'm going to go into my application widget that's already set up for me here. This is part of the template app that you get with the Dojo CLI. So I will import my widget. So let's go ahead and import agenda from the widget folder, which is going to be here, widgets/agenda. So let's just go ahead and place the agenda into our app. Now, if we look at that application here, refresh this as it builds, we have our party agenda. We're going to start the party. Let's go ahead and add in a couple of more items in here. So in addition to starting the party, we of course want to live the party. And then the last thing we want to do, our third option here, is we want to take the party home because the party don't end. We update that. It's going to go ahead and update our template app for us once it's done updating. And there we go. You just went ahead and created our first widget inside of our Dojo application.